Hello, so I'm here to give you your fortnightly guided reading, and the bit that you have to do first is choose your crystal. So I've got 3 crystals today and there'll be 3 different readings. So as usual, the timestamps will be in the comments below, and you just need to go to the time where it's stated next to the crystal that you've chosen for your reading rather than having to read it all. So I've got 3 crystals, really pretty ones today. We've got the rose quartz aura, Labradorite, and Opalite. They're your 3 crystals. So 3 hearts, the rose quartz, Labradorite, Opalite. So choose which one you're drawn to and then look for the video of the crystal. Thank you. This is the reading for those of you that chose the rose quartz heart. So what can you tell me, for those of them that chose the rose quartz heart, please? Some guidance needed in their lives. For anybody that chose the rose quartz heart. Please, can you give me specific information for those of them that chose the rose quartz heart? This is a reading for those who chose the rose quartz heart. Okay. 1, 2, 3. One, two, 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 9. And these ones, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Right, let's have a look, see what I've picked for you. So this is guidance for the next fortnight. And once I've got all the cards out, I'll see where I feel we're going with that. Okay. So these cards are telling me that you're going through an uncertain time at the moment. It's like you're like in a void. You're like in like you've finished one area of your life, but you haven't quite started the second part. So I know there's been changes. It's not there is changes. There's been changes, and that you've made some big decisions. I do feel this is connected to a relationship to a degree, but I want to talk more about you and where you're going and your insecurities, because you've got the word insecurities here as well. And I'm feeling, as I'm looking at these cards and I'm connecting, I feel as if there's lots of uncertainties and you're not showing which direction you should be going. And I feel a little bit of a panic going on here. But I need you to just take stock, just stop everything and just think about who you are, because I'm getting a strong feeling that you have just forgotten who you are, where you want to go, your dreams and aspirations, and you've just got to stop and take stock of everything you've got in your life, because I'm seeing things on a negative rather than a positive. And if you could just change and flip that around and think more positive rather than the negative, you will be able to see everything that you've already got. You've got lots of joy in your life. You've got to take this time that you're going now and go through the healing process. I feel as if you're just trying to sweep up everything and put it underneath the carpet. Everything that you're going through, I just feel as if you're trying to sweep it underneath the carpet and just forget about it. It's like you don't want to think about that anymore and you want to move forward. But until you take the time to think about things, you're not going to be able to move forward, and you're not going to get the peace in your life that you deserve. Okay. And as I'm looking at these cards, as I've said, I feel as if there is a connection to a relationship within these cards. The relationship doesn't feel completely finished. Be that a relationship with work, be it relationship with love, be it relationship with yourself. There is elements that hasn't finished. You haven't tied everything up in one way or another. For some of you, I feel as if it's a relationship that needs to be finished, and others I feel as if there's a relationship that needs to be nurtured. And you need to listen to your gut instinct on this. Okay. There's parts of you that feels like you're constricted and you can't move forward as you. And then there's other parts of you that feels as if your freedom is scary. So I really do feel as if everything's being contradicted and you can't decide what you want. I would say you need to trust in your own intuition. You have got a strong intuition, and have the courage that the decisions you're making at the moment, they're not wrong. They're okay. You're okay to make these decisions. Just concentrate on the small bits, one step at a time. Don't try and decide everything, because I do feel as if there is a complete upheaval, and you're going to have to concentrate on one thing at a time. Otherwise, you'll panic. You'll worry and you'll panic. I know what you're going through at this moment in time isn't what you was hoping or expecting to go through, but it's okay. I feel as if you need to learn and love yourself before you're able to move forward in any direction. This is all about you. And I know there's other elements going on in your life, but until you can decide what you want and be gentle with yourself, how can you expect other people to know what direction you're going in and what you want out of life? There's mixed signals, and we need to get all this cleared up. You need to sit down. I feel as if I'm really repeating myself here, but you need to sit down and just decide what it is that you want. I want you to look at your past and take any memories or heartache and decide why they're still bothering you, why are they still upsetting you, why are they still hurting you, because that is playing an element on what's going on now. I feel as if you've got to put all your baskets, no, let's try again, all your eggs into the one basket and look at them and decide which ones are good and which ones are bad. And then you'll be able to decide which direction you're going in, because I actually feel as if everything's up in the air. Love, relationship, career, everything is up in the air, and you don't know which one to focus on. You need to focus at one at a time, and then it will be easier to make some decisions. There is a minor detour, but it is only minor. It is not as bad as you think it is, and it is not retraceable. You can retrace your steps if you need to and go back to where you were happy and move forward from there. And that's a metaphor. I don't want you to actually physically go back in your life. It is looking back to where you were happy and decide what went wrong from that moment. Because I'm not saying you're unhappy, it's just you can be happier. And once you've done that, once you've put down like a pros and cons list, I suppose, of your life and where you want it to go, you need to just set some goals, set some dreams. Once you've done that, go for it. Don't hold back. You're fearless, and you've forgotten this. You're strong. You've forgotten this. And you need to remember how strong and how fearless and how determined you are. You have the courage to do anything. It's just that there's just a void at the moment, and it just feels a bit weird, and everything feels anxious and stressed around you. But you're not going to like me for saying this, but a lot of it is your own doing. It's because the thoughts, your thoughts. Concentrate and get back in power of your own thoughts and your own life. Get determined. And don't worry about your emotions and how they're feeling, if you're feeling angry or sad, or because at least that way you're expressing them. Because at the moment it just feels as if there's no expression, nothing. It's like there's a brick wall in front of you and nobody's going to get in because they might hurt you. And there's no major choices because you might make the wrong one. But I'm going to finish with this, with a saying of, this isn't a dress rehearsal. This is real. This is real life. You've got one chance, so live it. Okay. Felt like I've told you all off there, but hopefully it will make sense and it will resonate with you and it will get your life back on track for you. Big hugs. This is the reading for anybody that chose the Opalite heart. As I shuffle these cards, this is a reading for anybody that chose the Opalite heart. Give me specific information for their fortnightly reading. And again, this is reading for anybody that chose the Opalite heart for their fortnightly reading. Okay. Choose my cards. Some over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, and that one wanted to come out as well, so let's have that one. How big these cards are until I put them out. Okay, let's see what I'm going to say for those of you that chose the Opalite heart. Okay, so as I'm looking at these cards, I do have a little bit of anxiety building up and a little bit of as if I'm looking for something, I'm trying to find something. I'm not certain about things in your life at the moment. I feel you've got major trust issues at the moment. And I feel a little bit run down, a little bit depressed. It's a time, at this moment in time, over the next couple of weeks, I feel as if you really need to what's the word I want to use? You need to do some investigating. And you need to find out why you're feeling as if people are holding things back or not telling you the whole truths. Because at this moment in time, I do get the sense that you are uncertain on who you can trust around you. And I know a lot of this is to do with your past and situations that you've been put into the past. And I do feel as if I'm mainly talking about relationships here, and that I'm getting the feeling that you're not trusting that. Now, relationships could be with somebody that you're in a relationship with, or a family member, or even a work colleague. Obviously, just bear that in mind when I say relationship. It is a relationship with another person that I feel as if you are struggling with on a trust level here. I do feel as if that you are thinking the worst. You don't know if what the worst is. but you're thinking it and you're putting lots of doubts in your mind. I feel as if you need to take a step back from this situation that you're in at this moment in time and look at it as if it was somebody else telling you, or if you was looking at somebody else's life. There we go, that would be a better way of saying it. Look at it as if you're trying to help somebody else rather than trying to work out what it is that you want and what it is that you're struggling with at this moment in time. Because if you can put it and look at it in somebody else's eyes, you'll be able to take some of the emotion out of it, and you'll be able to look at what you're at fault with and what they're at fault with, because this definitely isn't one-sided. There's two sides to this story, and you're having to read between the lines, or I'm trying to read between the lines to find out which story has the most truth to it. We have got the word secret, and I'm feeling that's more that you're thinking that there's people around you keeping secrets from you rather than they actually are keeping secrets. And again, this feels as if it's connected to the past. You're thinking things too much, you're reading things into things too much, and you need to be a little bit more I want to say the word alive. There does need to be conversations, and you need to clear the air on this situation that's going on at the moment. And I do feel this will happen within these next couple of weeks, and you will know which way you're going. You're going to get the confirmation you need, and you're going to know. And now I'm looking at what's happening, and the outcomes to this is you're going to feel more at home, you're going to feel more peaceful, you're going to have guidance. You've got guidance twice. I've picked it up again for you, so there's going to be lots of guidance. You're going to know which way you're going. You're going to have things set in stone more, and you're going to know which direction. So there's lots of these questions that you're thinking now and you don't know the answers to. You're going to get the clarification, and it's going to be clearer for you. There is going to be changes, but the changes feel good, and you've got to lighten your way of thinking for these changes to happen. So as I'm looking at these, this feels as if it's all to do with a relationship, questioning which direction you should be going in. Sit down, chat, get some home truths out, say and listen. Say everything, but listen as well. It can't just be one-sided. You can't just get everything off your chest and then not allow them to talk as well. But I really want you to take on board what they're saying and believe them. That is the major thing I need you to get out of this, is that you need to believe somebody else, because those massive trust issues that you've had from the past are affecting your life still, and I don't want it to carry on. It's got to stop, because this is eating you up. Okay? That your imagination is running wild, and it is not. I'm sorry, but it's really not as bad as you think it is. Whatever situation what's going on in your life at this moment, it is not as bad as you think it is, and it will. Whatever the outcome, it will be fine, because you've got good cards here. Okay, so what I need to just remind you of is sit down, communicate, listen, and talk. Get this out. Express what you don't like in a relationship, and listen to what they don't like, because there's changes to be made on both parts. Okay, but this situation that's happening for the end of this month is really not as bad as you think it is. Okay, so just bear that in mind when it feels like everything's getting really on top of you. It's not as bad as I think it is. A lot of this is in my imagination. Okay, I hope you understand that and can take that on board. Thank you. This reading is for those of you that chose the Labradorite heart. I'll shuffle these to give specific information for those who chose the Labradorite heart. This is for anybody who chose the Labradorite heart. Again, this is for those who chose the Labradorite heart. Okay. And that one. Okay, let's see what they're going to say for us. So this is for all of those that you chose the Labradorite heart. And this is going to give you guidance for the next fortnight. So this is a guidance reading for the next fortnight. Okay, let's see what we've got. Okay, so the first thing I'm picking up straight away is that you're not listening to your intuition, and that you're feeling a little bit trapped into a situation. You've got to not let your pride get in the way and ask for some help at this moment in time with whatever's going on in your life. You've forgotten your direction in life and you're not following your dreams. You have the passion to change, but I feel as if instead of changing, you're surrendering to the situation that you're in at the moment, and you're just keeping the peace, which I don't feel is that if that's really you, but that's what's happening at this moment in time, that you're not listening to your intuition, you're feeling a little bit trapped. I feel a lot of this is, I'm going to use the word self-sabotage, so I do feel a lot of it is your own doing, unfortunately, but you do still know what your dreams are. They're just feeling as if things are going round in circle. I know there's been some health issues, but I don't feel as if they are major health issues, but they are still there in the background. That it's mainly finished with, but your mind is still thinking about this. So you just have to change your mindset a little bit when it comes to your health, because it does feel as if that is in the past now, but it is still affecting you, what's going on here. I want you to get back on track. I'm wanting you to move forward to the next stage. You have got the Arrow Master. I don't think you can see that on here. I'll put it up so I can show you it. Here you go. You have got the Arrow Master, and it's saying that you do know the direction you want to go. It is time now to start moving forward, as you have been patient for long enough. So what's happening at this moment in time it feels like you've been stuck in a rut. You know which direction you're wanting to go in, but it's just not happening. Start asking for some help and everything will fall into place. Now, when I'm saying asking for help, I feel this is spirit help more than anything else, because you've got your spirit card here. And it's saying go for it. You've been waiting, shala shanta. Now is the time to move forward, and I feel it's moving forward in your spiritual and mental, emotional and physical well-being. It's every area of your life actually, that it's now time to move forward. You've been patient enough. It's time to take action and get going with this. And not to be concerned about being a little bit different as well. We've got the individuality card here, so don't worry about being different. Be proud of being who you are, and then all your wishes are really coming into fruition now. So you've been patient. It's time now to take the next step, and it's all going to start falling into place. I don't feel it's going to be easy, but it is going to be easier than it has been in the past, and you'll now move forward. You'll have more faith, you'll have more trust. Yeah, these are good cards for you for the next fortnight. These are lovely cards, and it's just saying crack on with it, get going with this. Lovely. Yeah, I'm going to leave that there with you. Thank you very much.